Right, here are a few of my top tips on what to look for when you're buying or upgrading your kettlebell. So the first thing is the handle. Make sure you don't buy a kettlebell with a handle that's too thick. So if you can't wrap your hands all the way around the kettlebell, the handle's probably going to be a bit too thick for you, and you're going to find it's going to really tire out your forearms and you're not going to be able to complete a lot of the workouts. Second thing, can you fit both hands through the kettlebell handle? This one I just about can, so it'd be acceptable. Some kettlebells, the competition ones, are only wide enough for one hand. Now if you're going to be performing a lot of two-handed exercises, a lot which I'm actually going to be recommending, then you're going to need a kettlebell where you can get both hands through the handle. The third thing is, make sure that there's no sharp bits on the handle. Kettlebells nowadays, some have got sharp bits of paint, and where the handle meets the body there can be some little nicks in there that can really cut your hands up. If you have got an existing kettlebell with some of those sharp parts on there, you can sometimes sand them down with some sandpaper, but try and avoid that if you're buying a new one. The next thing is the body of the kettlebell. Make sure it's not too round. If it's round like a ball, then when you're in that racked position it's going to really dig into your forearm, and also when you come up and you do your snatches it's going to dig into that forearm. So you almost want a slightly oval body, and you should be able to see when you look at the handle that it smoothly moves into the body of the kettlebell, and it's not a round ball just with a big sharp handle stuck on the top. There should be a nice smooth bit of continuity there from the body into the handle. The next thing is, when you look at the bottom of the kettlebell, try and avoid those ones that have got a foot on them. They could be good for stopping to mark your floor or your surfaces, but unfortunately they're going to really dig into your arm and into your body when you're using the kettlebell. So if it's got a round rubber or plastic foot on it, I would certainly avoid that type of kettlebell. And the final thing is, make sure that this part here isn't too large, isn't too small. A good way to sort of size up this area is, can you get a fist in there nice and comfortably? This one, a little bit small, but it's actually just about okay for me. Any smaller, if the handle's too small, you're going to find it really digs into your wrists. If it's too big, you're going to find that it lies too far down on the arm and it's going to dig into the forearm. So just about a fist size is about right for you. That's about it. I guess the best thing to avoid is vinyl kettlebells. Anything that's got a vinyl or plastic coating on it, I would avoid those. Make sure they're nice and smooth with a nice oval body, the handle's the right size, and can't go wrong. Best of luck.